The data which were reported during the summer break did not give the all clear for central bankers that their measures taken already paved the way for getting back to price stability. We more got quite a big range of data showing sometimes that economic activity is still strong, or some of the inflation figures are higher than thought. But there is a kind of a tendency which shows that the tightening in monetary conditions all over the world is leading to a slowdown in manufacturing activity around the globe. And in that respect, we think that over time there will be slightly signs coming in that the monetary policy is getting to the point it was targeted to, and therefore we think that we have reached the interest rate plateau already, and we do still expect that there are no further measures coming, although we will not get any clear signals from the central bankers that they've done with the measures in the next couple of months. Now, having said that the industrial sector is showing its signs of weakness on both sides of the Atlantic, we see quite different developments in the service sector. In the US, the data are still pretty strong, and therefore we increased our forecast for the US economy for 2023 from previously 1.4 to 2.1%. And although we see some slowdown at the beginning of next year, the economy is likely to do reasonably okay even in 24. In Europe, in contrast, even in the service sector, there are now signs of weakness. With the end of a pretty good tourism season, there are quite a few signals that the sentiment in the service sector is coming down, and we get a bit of a spreading over from this weakness in the industrial sector. Plus, some other factors are pretty visible that the tightening in monetary policy is taking its toll. Therefore, we revised down our forecast for the euro area for the second half of this year, but this will be more visible in the 24 data, where we revised the average GDP forecast from 1.0% we had previously to just 0.6%. In Germany, we are at the lower range of the countries in Europe. And this will be the case this year, where we still expect a recession. And also next year, Germany is likely to underperform the euro area average. And that has to do with quite a few factors. Some of them are more from a temporary nature. For example, that the energy price increases had a larger impact on the German economy, or that the increase in interest rates is having a bigger impact on the quite vivid construction activity in Germany compared to other countries in Europe at the moment. But most of this has to do with structural factors. And there, Germany has to position itself in order to get well prepared for the 4Ds. That means the demographic change, digitalization, the decarbonization, and the deglobalization. So those factors have to be addressed. And that needs some reforms on the policy side, but also some action from companies. And this is not be done with a short-term package to improve economic activity with a fiscal stimulus package. We more need some ongoing reform agenda that makes Germany ready for the future. And those measures will not work quickly. We've all learned that when we saw the Agenda 2010 implemented in Germany. It takes a few years before this improves. So we need some time before this would be visible, and that might be a hard way to go. But nevertheless, it is worth doing it, and German politicians, German companies should take the chance now to come together and form a coalition to go ahead with reforms in Germany that makes the country again as a place to invest and to look positively forward into the future.